Hello, and welcome
Whoa. Hello.
to
Hello.
Dustfire Media, the finale, the season finale.
What?
The season finale!
Oh, no.
That's right. Season 1 finale.
I wasn't prepared for this.
We're going into a second season, baby. Second season, our third campaign of Avatar Legends. I'm very excited, but we must end this season. I'm really excited. I feel so prepared, and I'm not nervous at all. And I think everything's going to go incredibly smoothly. I think your guys' characters are going to be fine, and I think we're all going to leave tonight's episode feeling fantastic. What do you guys think?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, I hope we do.
To what specifically in there? I'm not telling, but something in there I'm saying no to.
You're right. Honestly, I think there's something in there that I'm disagreeing with as well, even though I just said it. But
Which is hello.
hello. Goodbye. No. Yeah, very excited. I think in whoever's just listening to the podcast, who knows when you listened to the last episode of the Penultimate, but I had asked what your guys' favorite finale was. And I think along that same vein, what's your guys' favorite pilot that you've watched? Like, what's like a pilot that you've watched that, like, in your mind, it maybe is like, oh, this is the perfect pilot, or like, oh, this really draws me in. Like, what comes to mind when you think of that?
That's such a good question.
I think Amelia Earhart was a pretty cool pilot.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
Was she though? You know, was she?
You watched her?
She didn't even survive that trip. You know? She didn't
You're
even
just saying just because a woman doesn't survive a trip doesn't make her a good pilot, Nick?
I'm not saying she's a bad pilot. I'm just saying, like, of pilots, you know.
She was. You know what though? Maybe she's trapped in a loop and she's just flying forever. Doesn't that make her the greatest pilot of all?
Wow. I think the greatest pilot was the friends we made along the way.
Greatest pilot was the friends we made along the way.
Why do you even ask
That
these
was-
questions when you're just going to get these ridiculous answers?
I know.
Like, I have a real and serious answer to this question.
Let's hear it, Sam.
I have to
Ignore
dish it back. I have to dish it back because it's been 3 years of me asking questions and Danny literally never giving me a serious answer.
I'm never gonna stop. I'm sorry. I feel like I've also asked ridiculous questions on this show as well.
Yeah, you have.
Now that I've had the reins here, but I'll get the quick.
So the real power play is to answer those questions seriously.
Yes.
You know.
But I asked this too because the trailer for Stranger Things 5 came out. I haven't seen it yet. I don't plan on watching. I just plan on going in blind. But I was thinking about that pilot, the season 1, episode 1 of Stranger Things, and I was like, that's a really good pilot.
I also I feel like pilots are different now.
Oh yeah, like the Netflix anatomy of a pilot is very different.
Because like I wouldn't like, yes, I guess technically the first episode of Stranger Things is a pilot, but I don't consider it a pilot because pilots are always like a test of like, are people gonna like this show?
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't know, we just don't have many of those anymore because of Netflix.
Because if you're not greenlit for
streaming.
an entire season, you're not.
The idea of
exactly.
a pilot still is around to some degree though, because
you don't see it.
What?
You don't. I agree. I'm sure it's probably happening in the back end. Like
right. But I'm saying like the first episode of a show does need to hook you still.
Yes,
right.
for sure.
Like that's still true, regardless of if you know they're going to produce the whole season anyways or whatever.
Sure, for sure.
With that in mind.
Yeah, I guess now the idea that a pilot wants to give their audience is no longer like, oh, I want to come back next time I watch this. It's, oh, I want to click next episode. That's what they're wanting the viewer to do now with the first episode is, oh, I need to see what happens next.
Well, and you think too, like I think about I don't know. The one that just comes to mind is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, just because it's a more recent show, but it has an example of it where, like, if you watch the pilot, they go through the bullpen and introduce all the characters. They introduce a third character with Hitchcock and Scully.
Yes.
And she never shows up the entire rest of the show because they filmed the pilot, tested it with people, and they were like, we don't like that character. And so then she just wasn't in the rest of the show. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't happen with like Stranger Things and Netflix.
It would have been way funnier to do like random cold opens where she's just in the background.
I agree. Or like, I thought it'd be funny if like season 5, she showed up again and there was a joke about her being in every scene or something like that.
I was there the whole time, and and then you just use some good
exactly,
bits,
exactly, yeah.
So there's okay. To answer the original question, I think Ted has an absolutely incredible first episode. If you don't want to call it that, you don't have to. But I think there's something that really works. It immediately establishes the stakes and why everyone is doing everything that's so crazy in front of you, but also you immediately start rooting for the boy, and so it works.
I love it.
What is Ted? I've never heard of it.
You haven't heard of his talks?
Okay. I'm not gonna answer because I'm gonna be embarrassed if I'm wrong. So I'm gonna wait for Nick.
I meant Ted. He has a last name.
Not Bundy.
Not like Cher or Madonna. Not on that level celebrity.
He becomes a soccer coach.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Thank
Ted
you.
Lasso.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Ted Lasso. Okay.
I just fully there was nothing in my mind to reference.
So confused. I thought you were talking about the show that they made about the raunchy teddy bear.
I thought that from Owen too, and I was like,
oh, that's a good show.
I'm definitely not talking about that.
I
that's a tough choice, Nick. But sure.
You know what? We're here for that. I think those were movies as well.
It surprises me every day, and I was honestly like glad to hear that. I was like, okay, it's a show that I saw. I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna watch that. But after hearing, if I were to hear that Nick likes that, I'd be like, all right, maybe I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Alas, I'm not giving Ted a try, but I already know that Ted Lasso is a beloved show.
I just could not for the life of me.
That's okay.
Remember, it's not even that I didn't remember. I was like, there is no last name. What are you talking about? I was like,
it's just Ted. It's just Ted.
I love it. I know Sam had an actual answer as well. As to
I've got answers for. I would say that again. I'm not a TV or movie consumer, so my references are a little bit dated. But I think the pilot that caught me immediately, pretty much from like the first 2 shots, was Game of Thrones on HBO. That pilot episode, I did not know anything about Game of Thrones. I didn't know anything about it, and it just caught me. And I was like, the first scene, excellent.
Yeah, that's a that was back when pilots were still a thing, because those episodes were coming out once a week, weren't they? Or were they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And the finale, I'm going to give you all this one and see how nerdy you all are. My favorite finale for an entire series was the finale of Babylon 5.
Oh,
I know about it. I've never watched it.
Deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
That series really laid a lot of groundwork for sequential storytelling and season by season story arcs. And the writer and creator, I think his name is J. Michael Straczynski, also involved in comic books as well. Had it all plotted out, and you can see sort of where the holes are because they didn't know if it was going to gain interest. This is also heavy Star Trek Voyager era too, so people were all about the space operas, but maybe not as deep. And the very end was the last shot was the show creator actually turning off the lights on the station, so he put himself into it. I thought that was
interesting.
very brilliant.
Do I need to watch the first 4 Babylons before I can watch Babylon 5?
Yeah, obviously. Again, I just said sequential storytelling. So
Okay.
you've got about 5 lifetimes to watch.
That's great too, because he said that he knew what he wanted to do, and it's called Babylon 5, and there's 5 seasons. So he probably knew that he wanted 5 seasons.
That's sure.
If I had to say an actual answer, Danny, the 2 shows that come to mind are Lost and Heroes.
Oh, Heroes. Yeah.
Not for finales, right? For pilots.
No, pilots. We were talking about pilots tonight.
Yes.
Finales for both of those are. Heroes is worse than Lost, but
Heroes is like so if you go season by season for finales, it's like a slowly, like we're circling the drain.
Yes.
It never hits the peak that is established by the pilot ever again.
Yeah. The first episode of Heroes is like, wow, this show's going to be awesome. And then you're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that was kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of surprising, but I guess that's how it's going to work out. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Heroes is one of those shows that I always saw like promo for, but it just never drew me in. I just never.
It had all of the potential in the world to be very good.
The first season is good.
It's pretty damn good. Yes,
it's good.
The final episode, the finale isn't crazy good, but it it was a satisfying conclusion to that season. Everything just starts going crazy. They just make like baffling decision after baffling decision, like introducing plot lines and then just like not doing anything with them or doing something really stupid with them.
Yeah.
Just over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Another hot take. I don't particularly hate the Lost finale. It's not my favorite finale of a show ever, but I don't hate it.
That's it was always a dream, right?
No. It's like
they were always dead.
Yeah, purgatory kind of.
Purgatory? Oh, okay.
Oh, spoilers.
I mean, the show's been out for a real long,
like 100 years, right?
Yeah, a real long time, Sam.
What happened to the smoke monster? Was he related to the cigarette smoking man in
God,
X-Files?
I gotta rewatch. I don't know.
Lost.
I don't remember the explanation. Here's the thing: if you go into Lost knowing that the answer to like 90% of your questions is magic, it's better. If you're like trying to find a reason for it, then you're not going to find a reason. But if you're willing to just be like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. It's magic.
I mean, I feel like when I watch those like From is something like, that I've heard compared to Lost a lot. When I watch those, I just fully just accept the mystery.
For sure.
When I watch those shows, I'm like,
I don't have to, this doesn't have to make sense. I'm just along for the ride.
Like it's fun like theorizing. Oh, I wonder if this could be
well, isn't the point though that they like answered the question and there was just like really not a good answer
in Lost?
Yeah. Wasn't that what people were upset about?
Because he said it's that the answer
I think that people wanted a more concrete answer.
Interesting.
And that's my point, is that like I think people were too like, it has to make perfect sense. And it's like, no, it doesn't. We just watched 15 seasons of like mystery masturbation. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that on Twitch.
What a genre that would be. Who's doing it?
What are they doing it to?
All right, on that note, you guys want to play Avatar Legends?
Yeah, let's do it. I can't believe I'm so sorry.
It would be great if we did bleep that out and they just didn't have context for what we're talking about.
Also, there are only 6 seasons of Lost. Just throwing it out there.
Might as well be 15.
Oh god, it doesn't feel like 6 seasons. It feels much longer than 6 seasons.
It's also the last episode aired in 2010, so it's 15 years old.
Yeah, I feel like whenever a show goes over that much, like I mean, like Game of Thrones went to 8.
No. I was just giving some anecdotes. We're moving on.
Okay. You guys all play some Avatar Legends.
We already said yes.
Well, I really need affirmation here because I'm not sure if I want to play Avatar Legends.
Okay.
I do want to play Avatar Legends.
Yeah, I mean, we can come back later.
Let's
play where I just say things and I look straight to see Sam's reaction.
Let's play Lost, the TTRPG.
All right.
That probably
Previously,
is
y'all
a
were on an
it has to be a
airplane.
thing, right?
And now y'all aren't. Previously on Scars of Disorder. It's gonna be a long. I sort of just word vomited this recap last night immediately after the episode, so let's see how it goes. I haven't read it yet. Our young heroes finally arrived at the coastal town of Dongfang, where they already knew the Empty Moon would be waiting for them, thanks to Teto's befriending of the Shirshu riding bounty hunter Nuke. Wei met his uncle Chen at an Earth Kingdom diplomatic center, where the young Earth Sage apprentice was essentially berated by his uncle, and was informed that his future as a sage depends on him completing his mission of bringing Feng, Mohen, and Rihu to Chen Bao to his father. Mei's plan to leave with pen and ink was revealed, and with all this knowledge, and with the help of some forgery on Wei's part, the crew devised a plan to use 3 different ships, a ferry owned by the drunkard airbender Vic Lau, which would hold 3 hired actors posing as the Earth Sages. The Fire Nation Navy ship Pen and Ink arrived on, and a 3rd ship procured using the forged documents from Wei, which would secretly carry the actual sages. The first phase of the plan commenced as the crew approached the ferryman's ship that was currently occupied by a group of raiders. The young benders dispatched of them quickly, but Mei used the commotion as cover to leave by herself on Rei, enacting her original plan of going to the Fire Nation to find her sister alone. But the rest of the crew barely had time to realize this as a horn began blaring from a large ship down the docks, and Palrock signaled to the many other Empty Moon ships riddling the docks of Dongfang to begin advancing toward the young benders. With the plan sort of falling apart, but the Earth Sages still seemingly hidden from the pirates, a sudden explosion impacted the side of one of the Empty Moon ships, and as the group looked to the source of the blast, they saw the familiar face of Sarvek, who they know better as Giosan, followed by Teto's bounty hunter best friend, Nuke. And so just to set the scene a little bit, just to make things a little clearer, you guys are on the ferry on the far north end of the docks. It's a ship that's on the complete northern end of the docks rather. And as you're looking south to the rest of the docks, you see about 10 or so ships flying the Empty Moon colors, and dozens of pirates coming from those ships, making their way to Vic Lau's ferry, where you are right now, either simply by walking on the docks. There's some that are actually hopping on dinghies in the water and making their way towards you by water. Directly west of you guys, because you guys are on docks that are facing the sea to the east. So to the west of you guys is the building, which you see Giosan standing on, as well as Nuke on top of the Shirshu, who is making his way towards you guys as well, and very close to just getting to you guys. Not to fight you guys, obviously. I mean, he might, but he has a big smile on his face, and there are hard eyes as he looks at Teto, but they're platonic hard eyes. So they're like, I don't know, yellow hard eyes. The yellow heart emoji, is that platonic? I don't know. What do you guys do? Oh, and I guess Palrock is in the crow's nest of her ship still.
And you also said that the Fire Nation boat had left, and the 3rd boat with the actual Earth Sages had also left. Is that correct?
The Fire Nation boat is quickly just making its way away from the docks. I think
and that's the one with Mei on it.
That's one with Mei on it. I want to say the 3rd boat has set sail, but they're not leaving as quickly. I think the commotion caused by the horn blaring probably was like, oh, we should probably get going. But all the pirates are coming to you guys. As you're observing this, it seems like I'm not even going to need like an assess situation from this. They have no reason to worry about that ship right now.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Wow. Let's take off. Start heading to that island. Keep up the ruse.
So the decoy worked?
We'll find out. We
Don't
gotta
talk
keep
about it.
moving.
Don't talk about it again.
What, the decoy?
Stop. Yes, that. Stop. Don't mention it
Okay,
again. Right? The Earth stages are here.
just
They're
wanted.
with us.
I mean,
Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it.
what about? Are we just gonna leave?
Teto, please bend as much air as you can into that sail. Not that one, right? That one. Okay.
You think Nuke's gonna make it?
And you hear a thud, and Nuke has jumped onto the ferry with his sheer shoe.
Oh, hey, Nuke, it's good to
I
see
think
you.
Big Cloud
I
lets out
need
a
you to
little-
bend the air faster than that. Now they're on the ship.
I'm bending. I'm bending. I'm bending.
All right,
Nuke, we're in the
I
middle
think
of a ruse.
Oh my god!
Not a
Stop.
ruse.
Ah, hey
You,
Nuke.
you guys don't need to explain yourselves. I'm just really glad to see you guys.
It's all
Ruse
right
it
to
up.
see you too.
I'd
What
hug
is it?
you,
What?
but I'm bending air.
Yeah, speaking of that, let's get a roll from Tato just to see how effectively he's able to push air into these sails and aid in Big Cloud's boat.
I'm just so glad that we're all doing this together, and that we're that they're partaking together. I really appreciate it. I'd like to roll with friendship if I can, if my stats are better.
Well, I was gonna have you rely on your skills and training to roll with focus.
I'm at a.
I mean,
Mhm.
because I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna allow you to roll with friendship because you just met Big Cloud.
No, but I'm here with Nuke's here. My good friend Ling Hrung is here. This guy Wei. I mean, May's not here because she ran away, but I feel like we're pretty friendly.
Okay, I'm gonna say no because just because you're with them, just because you're in the scene with them, Sam, doesn't mean you get to roll with friendship. I'm sorry.
Wait, Ling is also going to contribute more to the navigation of the vessel. Can I
Okay.
do that first?
That's just
so
gonna be a
yeah.
help, I guess, right?
Yeah, Ling goes to Vic and is like, "Where's the nearest riptide?"
Just look to the northeast.
All
A
right.
little slight northeast, a little more east than northeast.
Sorry,
I forgot I sounded like this. A little more northeast than east. Oh God, I don't know how to act right now. This is crazy.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. And then she actually like bends water up onto the ship and carries herself upwards to like pull one of the sails down and like pull it into position, and then like in catching it sort of like swings onto the main mast of the ship.
Okay, so since it seems like Ling's doing a lot more here and Teto's just blowing air, I think instead Ling's gonna roll the roll on your skills and training and Teto's gonna help. Because that's a lot
I
more.
didn't mean to
involved
steal the role from me.
than Teto's
That's
gonna
fine.
do as-
I've got a 0 to focus. I don't know what you've got.
I'm pretty sure it's also 0.
Well, it's
Yeah.
better because now that Teto's helping Ling gets a +2.
Wait! Do I only get to apply advancements that I get during the session when we do advancement, or when we're done with sessions?
You know what?
Oh, yeah, Danny, can we grow in advance
Does-
before the season
does-
finale?
Well, because the broken does this thing where
It's constantly growth.
it's constantly doing it. I think because we're not gonna be able to play again until January, I'm gonna give this one to Nick.
Okay, well, take that. I take that back. I have a +1 to focus, which is legitimately what I was gonna do next. Just to be clear, I also need to. Fun fact.
Yep. Okay. So you don't need to mark the fatigue yet, Tacho. You can wait to see the result of Ling Hung's roll. But in the fiction, obviously Tacho's still blowing one in the sails.
God, I forgot to take my dice out preemptively. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's really good. Yeah. 8, 9. It's pretty good.
Nice. So Tacho, then he can help bring that up to an 11.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely help.
Woo!
Nice. You do it. I was basically this roll would determine how much dinghies, how much pirates are able to catch up with you. So the group, essentially the group of pirates that actually make it onto the ferry via dinghy is smaller than it would be. But because you're able to Ling, you do that insane freaking maneuver that you just did
So
with the help.
as
Yeah.
as a description of how that would actually look, the ship would essentially like swing port so to the left, right? Or no, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's starboard. Regardless. The ship swings north. And it would sort of, the point is that if we got over a riptide, it wouldn't carry a ship like ours, but it would carry something smaller, like those dinghies. So that would carry them away from us.
And I think in the fiction how that's reflected is in this pursuit, the few pirates that do make it on simply just make it on because they can either because they can waterbend. I'm just gonna say that they're able to use. They're the more because they're trained in that. And so let me do something here. Let me do a little behind the scenes thing here real quick. And so you do see a small handful of Empty Moon pirates do climb on to the ship. I'll say there's about it's a smaller group. Let's say there's about like 8 of them.
Yeah, we just go right in. I mean, Ling would just immediately attack them.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, this is just you guys versus a group of Empty Moon pirates with Nuke.
Oh, Nuke doesn't have Geosan?
Geosan is still on shore right now. I think you
Okay, that's totally fine. I was just
you see,
establishing.
Yeah, I mean, combustion blending is essentially an explosive sniper rifle. So
Ling, do you?
Yeah.
and
you
he
want me to
probably
go
don't
get
want
him?
him.
She does not say anything. Nothing is said by Ling about the explosion boy. Okay, we're moving on.
At this point, Geosan has ran up onto the docks, and he's sort of like you see in the distance. You see him like sort of watching you guys, whoever's looking. Obviously, it would not be best for him to combustion bend onto this boat that you guys are on. So
No,
it
for
seems
sure.
like
I mean, maybe some of the other hits. Anyways,
let's get those approaches.
I think I'm gonna
I'll go with that.
Oh, sorry.
A defended maneuver.
attack!
Evade!
Evade. Tato, you said defend and maneuver. Nice, you guys each chose one. So Tato is up first. The Empty Moon pirates are, I think they got up there, so I think they can advance and attack on their first turn. And Nuke is, let's put him over here. Nuke is advancing and attacking. So Tato, you're up first. You're the only defend and maneuver.
I got a 4.
Oh.
I would like to shift my balance, and does it use a basic?
Shift your balance to use a basic technique.
Okay. Then I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm going to seize the position.
All right.
And I'm going to get a better vantage point and sort of blast myself up into the crow's nest, or up.
I love
up
it.
a mast.
I love it. I think yeah, it's up a mast. I love it. And I don't think these foes need to do marking. I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. Yes, you do that. So you get up in the crow's nest and you have a better vantage point. Beautiful. Advance and attack.
I think the idea is to sort of be a lookout and start to try to coordinate, maybe between, and like just see who's coming, see what the threat is, see if there's any more pirates that are getting on, and then also sort of coordinate where Geosan is.
I love it.
Maybe
I'll
he
ask
could be
for after this exchange, I'll ask for an assess the situation from you then. So advance and attack. Ling, go ahead and roll passion.
Okie dokie.
Akadaka.
Oh, that's a 13.
Oh, that's impossible. All right, so you may choose 2 basic or mastered techniques.
Or 1 practiced, correct?
Or 1 practiced. Yeah.
So Ling Ling sort of is sort of swinging on still on the mast. Not really swinging, but she's like holding off of it with one arm on holding on to like a rope. And you see her like sort of swing out to one side, like swing back, and then she like runs her hand across and like swings sort of around the radius of the mast to the other, to like basically sort of her hand points from one side of the ship to the other side of the ship.
Mhm.
And in that she bends over this like wave, but instead of it just being a wave like earlier, she's done the like partiers, the boat partiers or whatever. The wave as it crests over the side of the ferry sort of coalesces into these like giant razor rings of water. Ling uses razor rings. Whew.
I love it. Go ahead and read that.
Razor rings. While standing in or near a significant supply of water, send a wave of razor sharp water rings rolling up at a foe near the water. Mark 1 fatigue. I will do so. Your foe must dodge the rings, marking 2 fatigue and becoming impaired, or you can cut loose and destroy any vulnerable objects or items they are carrying of your choice. I'm just attacking them. I'm not trying to like destroy their stuff.
Love it. So they're marking 2 fatigue and becoming impaired. Beautiful.
So yeah, they kind of just like cut through the group and then splash onto the other side of the boat, off of the other side of the boat.
I love that. And this is a technique that Ling learned during her time as a Fifth Nation pirate.
Correct.
She's avoided using after trying to become more of a pacifist, correct?
Correct. And so now that she has cleared one of her reconciliation tracks, Danny and I talked about it, and so now she has it back practiced.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been mastered when she was using it, but obviously a little out of practice. Still feels a little weird about it. Not done being the broken yet, you know. It's going to be
just a little bit of broken.
There's a murder that needs to be done.
There's murder that needs to be done here. All right. Nuke's gonna go.
Okay.
Do it, Nuke. Get him.
You see, Nuke dips his. There's a You see, there's a torch that's sort of, or there's a lamp that's lit at his belt, and he grabs, or rather, no, he can't do that yet. He can do this one though. He just fires an arrow at them. He holds 3 arrows in his fingers and fires 3 arrows at them. And you see a couple of the arrows that hit the enemies. They don't like hit them, like harming them mostly, but they like hit their shoes or their clothes, pinning them in place. And so he is able to impair some of them. I think you see some that he actually completely knocks overboard into the water as well. And they're not just impaired, but they're also trapped now. The Empty Moon Pirates will go.
Nice, Nuke.
You see, it takes a lot out of them because they have to mark 3 fatigue to move, to go. So they mark that to actually take their turn, as you just see them pulling out these arrows from their clothes to actually make their move. And they just go ham. They just start swinging their weapons at everyone involved, which would be everyone but Teto. So,
but they're also still impaired, right?
Yes, they're also still impaired. So
they either mark 1 fatigue or must choose 1 fewer technique.
Or I think they just choose 1 fewer technique. Right, wait, Justin. Do they have the chance to mark 1 fatigue, or do they just take 1 fewer technique?
They can mark an extra fatigue. Yep. Or they choose one
Okay, yeah.
through a technique.
Okay.
That would be
So
the 6 fatigue they're marking.
they can't.
Oh,
Nice.
so they
So
have
they-
to take one less technique.
So they just can't do anything. So they're just
Amazing.
all pinned on the ground.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. Wait.
Oh,
What's
I
up?
don't
What's
want to
up?
be that guy, but didn't we decide that that conditions are applied at the end of combat?
Conditions are statuses or not.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You're good. You're good.
Damn it.
Roll creativity harmony. But you get
I'm saying, damn it. We've like basically.
You
So
could
I
fatigue
really-
already.
I did. I wanted to roll a 10. It's an 8.
Sorry.
Really wanted to get into this dual weapon stance. That's okay.
Yeah.
I will. I think I'm going to. I'd like to bolster or hinder.
Yeah.
I'd like to tell me if this is possible, Danny. I'd
Okay.
like to spend this turn helping Vic Lau.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
like-
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what. Yeah,
Mm.
I think Wei doesn't have bending abilities, but Wei can listen to directions. So, Wei will. Vic, do you need any help? What can I do? What can I do to help make this bow move faster?
And I think he just hears that and goes, "All right." So he just starts ordering around to like man like the sails to essentially like you're a part of the crew. He starts
Yeah.
ordering around because he obviously doesn't have the crew, but he's like, "Oh, this is actually helpful." So he starts ordering around to like set the sails in the position that they need to be
Yeah.
to gain the most wind. So you're bolstering. And
Yeah.
I think that's it's like gonna be like an outside of combat thing for Vic for
Oh, yeah.
his
Okay.
thing, but it'll affect obviously it'll affect in the fiction
Nice.
the efficiency of the ship's movement. So
Nice.
yes, very very cool. I like that. All right, that is the last thing. Chacho, you're up on one of the up there on one of the masts of the ship, which is now you're seeing a little more movement now that Vic is ordering Wei and he's helping out with the sails and with the masts. But I want to assess the situation as you just survey this entire now turning into like a battlefield as you see a couple more of the ships moving, and I think you also without an assess the situation, you see Palrock's ship begin moving as well. But give me that creativity roll.
Yeah, I got a 9
Nice.
with creativity.
Yes.
Then it's more than a 9. It's an
That's
11.
an 11 then. Beautiful, beautiful. So you may ask 2 questions, taking a +1 ongoing when acting on the answers.
I think I want to know what is my best way in, out, or through. So to get out of this harbor and accomplish our mission. So that's the first thing I want to know.
Yeah. What's your best way to get out of this harbor and accomplish your mission? I think as you look east and you see the direction that the ship is trying to go, you see there are several waterbender fueled empty moon dinghies that are quickly moving to intercept the direction you're trying to go. I think the speed, thanks to you and Ling at the beginning of like the liftoff, helped avoid the bulk of the pirates coming from the docks. But these dinghies are quickly catching up to intercept you guys. But you're
So
asking what your best
going
way
east.
to do that.
It sounds like going east, but through these dinghies.
Yeah, I think just heading east as fast as you can is the best way to go. Because if you I mean, obviously you can turn north and you're avoiding them more, but then you're eventually going to have to turn back towards the actual direction that you're meant to be going, right?
Okay. So with that information,
Which is
Teto will relay and say, more speed, more speed. We got to go east towards the opening. There's I don't know, dinglies in the way, but I think we can wipe them out.
Dinglies. What do you?
Well, I think he means thingies.
Okay.
Yeah, avast.
He's a man of the air, not of the sea. It's all right.
And then I want to know what can I use to like what can I use to help wipe out these dinglies?
Leave it to me.
Ling, you can use Ling. No.
Ling enters bidet mode.
I don't even want to know what that means. I mean, it looks to you that the waterbenders on the dinghies are solely focused on getting to the ferry, right? They're probably not. I mean, obviously you have your airbending at your disposal. You have your glider. You can try to whittle them down before they get to the ship, right? Because obviously people on ships are vulnerable to things like bending blasts or cannon fire, but it'll be a lot harder to hit you being like a fast moving airbender in the air.
Okay.
So you can use that.
Well, I think that's a great idea. And then from the position, I turn to Ling and I say, Ling, it seems like you've got this. Do you trust me?
Trust you with what?
Okay, great. And he's gonna pop his glider, and he's going to. What I want to do is I want to zoom back towards the dock,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm gonna do for now.
Why is everyone doing that?
I love it. And I think I'm just gonna give this to you for free, Tato. As you zoom back towards the dock, you turn to the south, and you just instinctually, as you see Power Rock ship again, which is probably the biggest ship at the dock, and you see it's starting to move a little faster, like unnaturally fast. As you see, Power Rock is on the crow's nest with her hands outstretched in front of her, and you see this massive wave behind the ship that's pushing it forward and propelling the ship forward. But you're going back to the dock. I guess after this next exchange, we'll have to see what comes of that. But I think we just need one more exchange to just pick off this initial squad of Empty Moon pirates. What techniques are you guys using? And it sounds like Tato won't be in this exchange.
I think I will advance and attack then.
I love it.
Advance and attack. Attacking and advancing.
Nuke is as well. So what? I mean, I'm sure that these pirates will get taken care of between your guys' two moves. So whoever wants to go first.
I think Ling isn't even going to attack the pirates right here.
Oh.
So because
Okay.
the dinghies
Okay.
brought to her attention.
You're gonna start. You're gonna do the dinghies. You're just gonna ignore these pirates because these pirates are evading and observing.
I feel like Wei can handle it, and so can Nuke. Yeah.
Alright.
Everybody's available. Everybody's doing their thing. That's gonna be 10. No, I know how to add.
I thought a 9.
10 and 9. All right. So, which one would like to act first? Do we want to do Wei first, since Wei's dealing with the pirates in the immediate vicinity?
I think I'm just gonna strike them, and I'm gonna let you pick, because I think there's a big boss coming, and I want to try and save some fatigue for later.
That makes sense. You know what's funny? Actually, it does matter what they pick. It actually doesn't matter what they pick. Because after Nuke goes, he's gonna take them out. So are you using your what's it called?
I'm not using Brawling Blast. I'm just striking.
I'm talking about are you using your Pudao?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Such a cool fighting style. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna just jump ahead and say it's this Nuke along with Wei. Like Wei's like using his boot out and fighting them, and Nuke is just riding over them with the Shushu. The Shushu's like biting some of them and flinging them off of the ship, and it's just this just fantastic scene of just Nuke fighting alongside Wei as the camera shifts towards Ling Hrung. What are you doing?
So yeah, Ling sort of like grabs one of like the loose ropes and rigging and sort of like swings down from her spot on the mast towards the bow of the ship. I think she lands like pretty precariously, like right on like the main beam of the bow. Yeah. And then I think she just like does this sort of like push outwards, like from her chest. Very, very like Tai Chi like movement. And just more razor rings. Just like
I love it.
Lift up and raise from in front of the ship and then tear through. Yeah. And I will, so she is using the cut loose and destroy any vulnerable objects. And I'm considering all of the dinghies just in open water, vulnerable objects.
I love it. And I want to make a note to you, just the sheer amount of these dinghies. There are like dozens of these dinghies, maybe dozens upon dozens. So it's like the bulk of the pirates in this. So there's many pirates on these many dinghies. But you want to just destroy as many dinghies as you can, right?
In the water, yeah.
All right. You can cut loose or destroy any vulnerable objects or items they're carrying of your choice. I love it. So I think I'm just going to reflect that as you just destroy a hefty amount of these dinghies. I'm gonna say about like a third to maybe half of these dinghies with these.
Yeah, and we'll say it's not like she jumps and does like one massive like wave of rings or something. She starts like shooting out waves or like rings and like taking out the ones that are closest or in front of us at least.
I love it. And if they were to dodge, it'd be 2 fatigue becoming impaired, but I think it's just going to be mechanically it's just going to be a lot more fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I love it, and let's give him impaired for good measure. I love it. And the group that's coming along with these dinghies is a lot bigger than the initial squad that boarded the ship, by the way, as well. I just want to make that number known. It's probably about 25 plus pirates. 25 to 30.
Pirates. That's a lot of pirates.
I don't like how many pirates are.
A lot of pirates. All right.
We're gonna have to pin those ranks.
Ranks. I think.
That's what Ling's working.
Literally, the Ling already did. All right, and I think just to emphasize the sheer speed as well, Ling. Now you see Palrock's massive ship rearing around as well, and you see that coming into view, and it's almost like going like just as fast as these like motorboat-esque dinghies that are going towards you guys as well. All right, that's that exchange. Tacho has zoomed back to the docks after asking Ling if she trusts him.
Danny,
what are you doing?
Yeah, Danny, where's Gio-san?
You see, Gio-san's on the docks. I think he has started to run to find a ship to get on.
I want Teto to come up behind him on the glider and unhook his back toes from the glider and open up his legs and wrap his legs around underneath Gio-san's armpits and pick him up.
I love it. Do you make Gio-san? Do you make your presence known before scooping him up?
Gio-san!
I think he turned his eyes, goes, why? He goes, whoa, 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 whoa. Give me, this isn't really risky. Give me a rely on your skills and training. I think it's just going to be difficult with anything.
And so we've introduced the AC-130 to the Avatar universe.
Oh no! Wait, I didn't even think about that. That's terrifying.
AC
All right,
130
give me
inbound.
Shane, just to see how well you're able to carry Geosan with your legs.
God, I hope
I
you rolled high.
I got an 8.
Okay.
That's good. You do it.
Hey.
Okay. I think what that will mean is you're able to carry him, but he's slipping. Is this your plan, Ted? What's your plan with carrying Geosan?
Yeah, I want to. I
Plan's
want
a
to.
strong word.
Yeah, it's. I want Geosan to shoot things from the air, exactly
I love that.
like Nick was saying.
AC 130 inbound.
And I think you tell him that. I think the imperfection of it will be he can get one blast off, but then he will slip out of you. Falling in water, he'll be fine, but he'll be able to get one blast off. If you mark a fatigue, he'll be able to get maybe a couple more blasts off.
I will definitely mark a fatigue.
All right. Insane. So now Geosan will be in this next exchange, but also the entire group of the Empty Moon Pirates, about 30 plus of them, as well as Pal Rock, will also be involved in this next exchange, although Pal Rock will be on her ship. As we see like an overhead view of the ferry moving east. And they're basically just moving straight into just this plethora, now a little less big of a plethora of dinglies moving towards you guys, as well as this. I love it. It's canon now. As well as Palrock's just her warship, her Empty Moon warship that's moving. And I think at this point now it's moving as fast as the dinghies. As Palrock is just on the crow's nest, just pushing the ship forward. All right. I feel like those last two exchanges was sort of like the lead up to this big one.
I have
And so yes,
something to do, I'd like to do.
I love it.
Wei will look at Ling and be like, "We're not stopping her. We have to slow her down somehow. Ling, can you get me over to her boat? I'll slow her down."
Well, technically, it's a ship. What do you mean? How are you going to? Shouldn't I just sink the ship? Wouldn't that make more sense?
It's huge, Ling. Can you do that right now?
Well, I can start trying.
Send me over there now. I'll be fine. I'll slow them down even more. You can keep sinking it.
All right. Well, we need to go north. And she says to Vic specifically, because we're about to slam into a ship that is much larger than us, full on. So we need to turn to go with them. And so, like, you said that they're going perpendicular. We're trying to turn to like come up
To
next
not
to
hit
them.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think Vic just is able to he turns to try to help that as much. I think that's this one.
So Ling is like, when I tell you to, you're going to jump feet first into the water.
Okay.
It's not going to be pleasant.
Nothing ever is.
So, you know how Aang created like a sort of like air vortex gun where he shot a bunch of like coal at somebody?
She's
She's gonna do that through the water. She's gonna make a water slide for you
fun.
as you jump in.
Fun.
So she's like, right as we start to like kind of come at an angle from them, her idea is to like basically do a full U-turn away from the ship because we don't want to be anywhere near it.
You're essentially cannonballing way over.
Yeah. So as you jump in, she like basically vortexes you in to pick up speed and then changes direction and launches you up feet first. Hopefully you flip. I don't know.
And what are you aiming at?
Over
are you
the
aiming
top.
at just the ship in general,
Just
or are you
over the
aiming
top of the ship. Like onto the deck. Or maybe to like the side. Like not to like slam him into it, but like to put him up near the side so he can like grab onto it or something.
I love it. I think regardless, this was always going to be a push your luck.
That's fine. It's still cool though.
For sure.
It's very cool though. Oh my god. Insane.
Oh yeah. Pushing that luck. All right.
Push that luck, baby.
What a time to be alive.
That.
That is the 13 again. Have me roll with
Jeez.
passion again.
Here we
Have me roll
go.
with passion
Guys,
again.
your best
go.
stat- and now your best stat is actually not just 1. It's 2 this time.
I know, but also it didn't even matter because I was gonna get 11 anyway. 5 and a 6.
Oh, wait, Ling. It doesn't matter. You're guilty, but that brings it to an 11. Yeah. So
Oh.
All right. You push your luck. It costs you to scrape by, but your boldness pays off. So I think the cost to scrape by is always just going to be that you're literally cannonball launching Way.
Yeah,
So it's-
100%.
I think it's just going to be, honestly, I think it's just going to be a fatigue that Way has to mark, just
Go on.
impacting whatever he does.
It's
Go on.
like
That's yeah. What's up?
it's like one of those like water slides that like everybody loved, and then like 2 years into its operation, it gets closed down because they're like, "Oh my god, this was so unsafe."
Yeah, yeah.
It's that, literally that.
Yeah.
That's what's
I love it.
happening to Way right now.
So it costs you to scrape by because Way impacts something incredibly hard, but that's the additional payout from the 10 plus is that maybe you aim a little bit higher than you thought, but Way slams directly into Power Rock, sending both Way and Power Rock
Yes.
falling straight down onto the main deck of their ship.
It's not really what I was aiming for. Hope he's gonna live.
And I think
Anyways, Link
so-
starts throwing more razor rings at the ship.
I love it. I love
Anyway,
it. Yep.
start
Exchange,
blasting.
exchange.
So anyways, she starts-
Sam's face is in his hands, and we're moving into an exchange with 30 plus empty moon pirates and Power Rock. All right, Ling is advancing and attacking.
I'm gonna invade and observe again.
Weighs a bit. All right, it seems like the time, right? You just got slammed into one of the most powerful pirates in the Four Nations right now. Like, let's just take a moment, take a breather. All right, Tacho.
I have a question.
Everybody chill. Everybody chill.
So, like, since I have Geo-san, should I
Yes.
act as if he is my weapon?
No, Geo-san will move regardless of you, but he'll move wherever you move. So I would say
So
right now
I guess
it would need to be a Caesar position if you want to get like over.
I think
the
that makes
ships.
sense. I think I wanna position him because otherwise, if I was using Geo-san as my weapon, then I would
Mhm.
advance and attack. But
This is absolutely your second training.
Mhm.
Your second combat training.
Weapons.
Geo-san.
Geo-san.
Tato is
Small
DNM.
firebenders.
In parentheses.
I love it. Tato is DNM. Ling is ANA. Wei is E&O. The Empty Moon Pirates are defending maneuvering because they need to seize a position just to get to the ferry. So that's what they're doing. Power Rock is advancing and attacking because she has been met with a target so gracefully. And so she's like, I will just attack this one. Nuke and Geo-san or Sarvek are also advancing and attacking. So Tacho, go ahead and roll with focus.
I got an 8. So I'm going to seize
Nice.
a position. I'm going to move. I'll yell at Ling and say, I'm going to go after the Dinglies.
What?
The
I
Dinglies.
love
There's
it.
people shouting. There's wind blowing through the air. We're on a ship. There's a giant ship next to me. You're
Oh,
like,
no,
"Yeah,
I'm
dude."
well aware. Just like to
I
have good communication with
love it.
Ling. And Teta will bank past the ferry towards the dinghies that are coming towards them.
Is that Geo-san?
I love it.
He says
I love
hi.
The Empty Moon Pirates, they need to mark a fatigue, which I already did, to seize a position, and they're now starting to climb onto your ship. This is only the first of, as I said, just many pirates who are climbing onto this ferry. But they are they'll begin next exchange, engage with you guys because they seize the position this time. Advance and attack. Ling, roll with passion.
Okay. Okay. Rolled a 4.
Okay,
Which
well,
is
I
a
mean,
miss.
you get to mark something.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually
Either
mark.
or-
Yeah, I'm just growth. We're just growing. All right, we're growing constantly. I am going to shift
To basic?
towards the rest.
Shift
Yeah.
to use basic, rather?
Yes, I'm going to
Yeah,
shift to
okay.
restoration, which gives me a +2
Yes.
to use a basic technique.
I love it. I said shift to
I'm
basic.
gonna do a little Danny translation there.
We're all going back to basic, guys. All right.
And you know what? I'm gonna smash.
All
Smash.
right. Oh God, your fatigue's looking a little crazy there, Ling.
How much you talking about?
All right, so you marked your last fatigue. Well, what do you do in eviction?
Yeah, I think it's still the Razor Rings, even if it's not like the move, but she is just trying to destroy. Actually, I think it makes more sense to use Smash anyways, so whatever. She is just trying to destroy, slow down, disable the ship, Halrock ship, as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I think she would have had like a really good opportunity to do that right as they were coming up towards the ship, because it probably would have overtaken them slightly. And I think she would have tried to aim for like the back half and try to hit like the rudder of the ship. So that's what she's.
I think what I'm gonna say then is the main like deck, like the main like outside. You know, like how ships have like on the
hull.
Yeah, but what do you call the section where you stand on, where the captain stands on when they're steering the ship? You know how that's like higher? It's lifted a little higher.
Poop deck.
Is that yeah? Yeah. So the main
like,
middle
right,
area. Yeah. So the main middle area where the bulk of the other pirates, Power Rock and Way are on right now, that becomes destabilized, and so people on there are impaired while they're on there. But you can move to different parts of the ship that aren't destroyed yet, that aren't damaged yet, to get rid of the impaired condition. That's how I will affect that mechanically. So it impairs Power Rock and the pirates there, but unfortunately also Way will be impaired on there as well if Way chooses to stay on there. But yes, so that's what happens. NPC's turn. Nuke just starts launching arrows, just a volley of arrows towards the pirates that are still making their way towards the ship. So I think that'll just be a basic strike on Nuke's part. And I think, Nuke will let them choose. I was like, Nuke has fatigue to spirit. Oh, no, he doesn't. He does not. He is not as powerful as I thought he was initially. All right. Tato sees the position, and he's carrying Geo-san, and Geo-san's a combustion bender. So I think we see. Well, I think you guys hear like the whistling, soaring of Tato's glider. But as you look up, whoever does look up, and I think just cinematically makes sense if everyone involved in this fight just looks up for a moment, as they see for a split second a spark from Tato's glider, and you just hear a massive whoop. As you said, you're flying over the Dinglies, right, Tato?
Yeah, I think there's waves of them, as you've described, right?
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm, so yes. I'm not going to aim Geo-san at the ones that are closer to the ferry, but more towards the middle and the back.
I love it. All right. So, because this is the first time this actual technique has been used on your guys' side, I'm just going to read it out for you guys. So it's explosive blast. Fire a sparking, spitting beam of focused energy that explodes when it reaches its target, which will be just a group of dinglies in the water. Your target must either dive for cover, which is quite literally, in this case, they're literally going to have to dive into the water for cover, or take the blow. If they dive for cover, they mark 2 fatigue and become impaired. If they're already impaired, they cannot dive for cover. They're already impaired. So they take the blow. So they just have to mark 4 fatigue.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and so I think what you guys see is you just see like this like circular, just like explosion coated in water, just send just like a handful of the dinghies flying in all directions. And yeah, you have successfully AC 130'd Teto and San. We shift to Palrock and Wei. Wei, I think you are just lying there as both you and Palrock are like, oh, just gathering yourselves. As Palrock turns to you. I think she literally just goes, "Who the hell are you?" and just attacks. I think the
Not
first
your
thing she
worst
does
nightmare.
is just a basic strike. So she just literally just turns to just punch you. I'll just go ahead and let you choose. And she is able to use two techniques in this exchange, but you can choose the outcome of the strike way. Oh, you're muted. Sorry, Justin. I don't know if...
I will shift towards progress.
All right. I love it. I love
We're
it.
making progress.
You're making progress. And the second thing she'll do is hook foe. So she, after punching you, just square
we're
in
on the
stomach,
ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
After punching you just like square in the face with one of her fists, she uses her other hand to fling her now a little bit shorter braid, because it's been cut off recently by you guys. Her a little bit shorter braid with that curved blade at the end. Wraps it around you. So I think then, yeah, so she marks 2 fatigue. And she's basically like, no, you're staying down here with me. She wraps it around your feet and just pulls it. And so so mechanically you're stunned, and you just need to mark 3 fatigue to get unstunned.
Oof. Yikes.
So it's essentially trapped, but you don't have the option of marking in conditions. Instead, it has to be fatigue.
Wow.
All right.
Huh.
Wei.
Okay. Well,
so you get to unmark a fatigue since you're evading and observing.
I already did that.
Nice.
Which is unfortunate, because now I have to mark all of my fatigue to be unstunned. Can't do that if I... All right, let's do it. Let's mark my fatigue, not be stunned.
Okay.
I'll roll +2.
Make it a good one.
That's an 8.
Okay.
Sort of rolling on the ground, Wei will be like, "Hi, Wei Huang. I heard you're looking for Earth sages. It's pretty violent actions you've got going on here. Is it really worth it?" I'd like to test her balance.
Test balance. All right. I guess, yeah, because have you guys ever even found out Palrock's?
I don't know. We're about to, though.
No, we have no idea what motivates this crazy woman.
All right. So mark 1 fatigue to challenge and engage.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't mark fatigue.
Oh, because you marked all your fatigue. Okay. So you can commit or bolster or hinder. But we can still say you said that in fiction.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
We'll never know her secrets.
No.
Yeah, who needs them?
I know what I'm going to do.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to take my Pu Dao and I'm going to shove it into her hair. So her hair's caught in my Pu Dao in the boat.
Hinder, I hardly know her. That's fun. And I mean, she's already impaired. I think that just means she's trapped.
Yes.
Because she's impaired while on the ship. So she is trapped.
Oh, was I impaired too? Do I need to mark impaired?
Yeah, I think technically would have been impaired. So what would
Okay,
that mean?
that's
You
fine.
said you rolled an 8.
I rolled an 8, so I'd mark it down to a 7. So I can still do this.
All right. Cool. Beautiful. Yeah, because I mean, the only thing that changed was she would have chosen 3 techniques instead of
Oof.
the 2 she chose.
Woof.
Woof. All right. Wow, I'm glad that I made the NPCs at the difficulty that they were, because otherwise this would have. You guys are just so good at this game. All right, we're in between exchanges. Do you guys do anything between exchanges?
Don't think so. I think everything's pretty chaotic. I don't think we've got any time to do anything else.
I think Teto's just gonna circle back for another pass.
I love it. So you're continuing to defend a maneuver?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Unless
Linger, you
there's
said
no
that's-
more pirates that are coming.
Oh, there are many more pirates. I think the majority of them have made it on to the ferry, but I'll say there's still some stragglers still in the water.
Oh, in that case, maybe then
Attack the ship. Attack the ship.
with way on it.
Well, I mean,
do it.
aim at the enemies. He doesn't need to be on it for long.
All right, that's a great idea.
Nice, cool. So you're defending maneuvering. You're gonna go over the ship.
Yeah.
All right. Ling, what are you doing?
Evading and observing.
Oh, beautiful, nice. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm also going to evade and observe.
All right. I love it. Nuke is gonna advance and attack. Sarvex or Geosun rather is gonna advance and attack. Prowlix is gonna advance and attack. The infantry pirates are gonna advance and attack. So Tato, roll with Bowcast.
7.
All right, so you can choose one basic or mastered.
Yeah, I will seize the position and crest from where the pirates were attacking the ferry and arc around towards the big ship. And I guess I'll like kind of kick Geos on and be like, shoot that one next.
I love it. All right, so I mean, all the NPCs are all advancing and attacking. I see some. Justin, did you want to switch to defend a maneuver?
No, I've said evade and observe.
All right.
I've made my
All right,
choice.
because I mean, we're still in defend a maneuver field. So
Nope.
if you want,
No, I've made my
now's your
choice.
chance.
I've made my
All right,
choice.
All right. All right. So I think let's see. Let's stay at the ferry for now. And Nuke will just shoot somewhere. All right. Ling, I believe you're still on the ship, right? Or the ferry, rather, correct? Oh, you're muted. Sorry, Nick. I don't know why I keep apologizing.
I'm evading and observing.
Yes, and you're still on the ship.
Okay. Yes.
Or the ferry, right?
The ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So you just take some as pirates come on to the ship. They just you find yourself having to dodge some of their attacks as they begin attacking you, and I think that's just a. Yes. Okay. So here they all start attacking you and Nuke, and I think Nuke as well is trying his best to defend Viklau as well, because Viklau obviously needs to steer the ship. So both Nuke and Ling have to mark either 2 fatigue or 1 condition. Your choice.
I'll take that condition.
All right. Beautiful. Right, Chiosan
We're gonna be troubled.
fire Trouble. That makes sense. This is a troubling situation. Geoshan will fire at the ship. I think he's more so. This is I don't think this. He's obviously using combustion bending, but mechanically this is going to be reflected with a smash because I think he's going to further damage another portion of the ship. And I think he shoots at the whatever it was, the poop deck or whatever that Tato mentioned, the portion of the ship where the actual wheel is that turns the ship. He fires a blast at that. So now anyone on there will also have to be impaired if they remain on that portion of the ship. All right. Palrock's turn.
She gives up.
Finally.
Palrock will first. You see, she swings her hair and wraps it around you, but it wraps around your waist, so you still have movement. But it doesn't really like hinder your immediate movement, but it's more so to keep you engaged. And she says, "Fight me like a man," as she pulls out these two machetes on either side. And she's basically keeping you engaged with her. So she's pressuring you, and you cannot defend a maneuver on the next exchange.
May I ask, how long is her hair? She could do this while it's pinned to the...
Oh, I've
Okay.
Oh, you're right. You said her hair is pinned. She has to first, because she's trapped. So she first has to mark the 3 fatigue.
Okay, she's going to. Okay. Because
Yes,
she doesn't have to do that. Because she just needs to do that if she wants to move.
Yeah, no, I think she was going to do it regardless.
Okay, perfect.
She marks the 3 fatigue to do that. And so she pressures you so you cannot defend a maneuver on your next turn. And then she just goes down the line and does all of them. She's
still impaired, right?
She is still impaired. Oh, nice. So she can only choose one more. So she will just she'll just strike again. And I think
fair.
Let's look over at you. She will mark a fatigue to force you to mark 2 fatigue.
Okay. I cannot, so I will mark 2 conditions.
And that's just her. It's just her. Now that you're like sort of entangled with her, she's just wailing at you.
Yeah.
With her 2 blades now. All right. That's all the advanced and attacking NPCs. Evade and observe, wailing. Which one of you guys would like to go first?
Go first.
Yeah, I'll do that. So how far is the ferry from the ship right now?
I'd say at this point now, you guys have turned, and it's at this point now, it's the classic. It's at next exchange, it'll be the classic Pirates of the Caribbean scene. These 2 ships are next to each other. You know,
ours is a lot smaller, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next exchange is gonna be like that. In that case,
I feel like if you're at the top of the masts of this ship, you're able to like see just over like the main deck of
wow. Yeah.
Can I see way?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can make them out. You can make them out fighting on the main deck.
And there's water everywhere, right?
You're in the sea, yes.
So if I bend some water over way, since we're both using evade and observe, and you said that he's in my line of sight, and turn it into a mist to use refresh on them.
Yes.
Bless.
Well, you have to roll first. So you already cleared a fatigue.
I do have to roll. You're right.
You have to get a 10 plus to use refresh. Come on.
Okay. Well, wait. What do I roll with? Harmony. It's a 13 again. I rolled 2 6s
or harmony.
Beautiful. Well, you probably want to do harmony because it's
+1 versus +0.
Nice. So you can refresh. You can refresh.
And I will spend a fatigue.
Yep.
I clear an appropriate status, if you have one, and clear 3
Hmm.
fatigue or 2 conditions, and I'll leave it up to you, Justin.
Ooh. So I clear a status.
Timely.
Well,
And-
appropriate, so the GM has to approve.
Yeah,
I
so
think,
the only status I have is impaired. So
from the ship, and I
Yeah,
think I'll
probably
allow
still-
it. I'll allow it.
really,
I'll
okay.
say,
all right.
I'll say,
Well, it's like
Next
throwing your
exchange-
equilibrium off as like the
yeah,
ship is sort
yeah.
of like
I'll say
Sure,
next
unsteady.
exchange
sure.
if Fling doesn't. I'll say next exchange if Fling doesn't refresh again. Obviously, the impaired will just come back.
Yeah,
But for
yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah.
for this, you can
This
unmark
next
impaired.
exchange. Okay. And you
Yeah.
said 3 fatigue or 2 conditions.
I mean,
I, th-
you have 4 of each marked.
I know. I think I'm gonna unmark fatigue.
That makes sense. I think that makes sense because it gives
I
you
think
more
I'm gonna
options.
unmark fatigue.
Awesome. Refresh has been used. I feel like that's been very. it's been a
You've used
fight.
it before.
You've used it before, but it's been, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously with it being practiced, it's been hard. But you just got to find that healing master to give you that condition to bring it to mastered. But
That was well timed, though.
very well timed.
It was
So
very
Wei,
well timed.
you're up
It's
next. Go ahead
almost
and
like
roll
I was
another-
doing something.
What?
And don't forget to
Um,
clear another fatigue because we.
Yes,
I did.
because
Yeah,
of-
yeah, I already did.
Sorry.
That's a 9. So I am now going to mark fatigue
Yes,
to test Paul Rock's balance.
I love it.
Why this violence? You're attacking me for nothing. We just met. What's going on?
Pretending like you didn't just knock her out of like a
Cannonballs
true
into
story
her.
height. Yeah.
Right, literally. And I think she's visibly still disoriented from that. I think this shows in her answer. She goes, I think at this point now that you've asked her this, she's taken a moment to like take you in, and she sees this attire you're wearing that's akin to an Earth Sage, but not quite an Earth Sage, right? And she looks at you, and I think she smirks, and she goes, "Your bias shows plainly as to why you're with them, then, huh? What, you want to become one of them? Is that what this is? They got a little Earth Sage in training to aid them in their efforts?
You don't know me at all. You
I
don't
don't
know what I
know.
want.
I don't know.
The world's more complicated than you think it is.
Oh, I know the complication of the world. You might be able to slide in however twisted words you want what you want, but one thing I do know is that if given power, men will abuse and they will kill. But if I kill all of them first, then they can't do that." And her this is when it becomes known to you that her principle is revenge,
Okay.
vengeance.
Okay.
rather.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I think just to make it clear, she's not talking about killing all men. She's obviously talking about killing all Earth Sages.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I just think, I mean, like Hammurabi is one thing. This lady was like, I can do better. I can do more. Actually, just kill everyone.
Hold my beer.
No.
Hold my
Don't like
beer.
cut off the betrayer's hand or whatever. Just kill them and kill them before they betray. Kill everyone.
Exactly. If everyone's dead, then no one is dead.
Not what I was saying.
So yes. So
Not remotely.
so now you know that their principle is vengeance.
I will save my machinations for next exchange.
I love it because that's at the very end of it, the exchange. I think now at this point, yes, I think I said that I was getting to the point where the ships are right next to each other. The ships are just jutting up. The ferry and the ship is just jutting up against each other now. All the Empty Moon pirates are on the ferry. All the Empty Moon pirates remaining are on the ferry. Wei is on the warship with Palrock. Tato is flying, holding Giosan, who is at this point like slipping. I think Giosan has one more good blast before you kind of lose your grip on him, Tato. What are you guys doing? Are you guys doing anything between exchanges?
No.
I love it.
Geo-san, take out Palrock.
Who's attached to
Do I
Way right now?
do I hear that?
She yells it as
Yeah,
loud
you're,
as she
you're,
can.
you're on the ship next to her. Yeah, Way, you can hear that. Yeah.
Geo-san, no! Give me a moment.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind.
And Geo-san goes, "What the hell do you want?" And I think Geo-san, just to make a note, Geo-san has been screaming this entire time.
Oh, that's what that sound was.
So-
It was
So
literally-
you hear the whistling from the glider, but it also gives like this as Tato is just doing dive attacks as Geo-san.
I thought someone was drowning or something.
Tato, anything between exchanges or no?
Geo-san, Ling was talking to you. That's a good sign.
What? I think Geo-san actually just didn't hear you.
What did you say?
No, I'm assuming that any communication is 0 and 0 at this point.
Yeah. I love it. All right. It sounds like we're just going into another exchange. Yeah.
I want to. If I have
obviously
one
touching
more
feet.
shot for
Yeah.
Geo-san, I do want him to punch a hole in Powerrock's ship
Nice.
I love it.
to see
I love
if.
it.
So maybe Techo
You won't need to
will.
do the maneuver again because you already got over the ship this last time. So if you want to like do something else in the fiction, you're already above Power Rock's ship. So just to set the scene a little bit for you. But what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was thinking that he could bank one more time and then come in low, like right above the water, and have Geo-san activate his combustion bending into the side of the ship.
I love it.
So I
love
will
it.
defend and maneuver one more time to seize a position.
I love it. I love it. That's very fun. Ling Wei? Wei Ling?
I'm gonna invade and observe again.
I'm
Okay.
also going to invade and observe again.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Let's do this. Let's party.
Oh, we got that. We got it. This exchange.
Okay. Power Rock's going to defend a maneuver. Geo-san is going to advance and attack. Nuge knows one thing, and that's advance and attack.
Good job. Good job,
And the
Nick.
two pirates will advance and attack. All right. Tacho. Defend maneuver. Go ahead and roll focus.
I got an 8.
Beautiful. I'm guessing you're seizing a position?
Yeah, this is a really easy battle for me. I'm taking no damage. We're just cruising over here.
You're the same. Geo-san. So
I'm glad we've established the military might of the AC-130.
Isn't it great? So you dive in low to give Geo-san a clear view of the this would
Yeah,
be
the
the
broad-
starboard side then
Yeah.
of the ship, side not facing the ferry.
Yeah.
And you begin to hear the spark and the crackling coming from Geo-san's forehead. But we'll have to get to that later as Power Rock defends maneuvers.
Still impaired.
Still impaired. You see Power Rock after getting her to say what she said. You see this moment of clarity wash over her as she turns her eyes towards the ferry where she believes the Earth sages are. And then she just lets out a and just swings her body, her hair unhooking from you because the pressure wears off. That's just how I'm mechanically reflecting it. And swipes her hands from the starboard side of the ship to the port side of the ship, the side towards the ferry, as this massive wave of water comes rushing up above the ship and impacts her and sends her reeling towards the ferry. So mechanically, this is a technique. She creates a giant wave of water to wash away foes and move to a new location. So she has to mark 2 fatigue, and she becomes favored.
Damn it.
And she moves to a new location. All enemies currently engaged with her may mark 1 fatigue and become impaired to, all enemies currently engaged with her must mark 1 fatigue and become impaired.
Okay.
If they wish to remain engaged with her, they must mark 1 additional fatigue.
I will do that.
All right. So that's total 2 fatigue.
Yep.
And impaired.
Yep.
To just ride the wave with her.
Mm-hmm.
So both Wei and Palrock come crashing down onto the ferry.
Okay.
And let me see something here.
Right.
She becomes favored. I think that. What does that do again? I think that'll be next exchange.
Yes.
Yeah, she gets another technique.
But she wouldn't get it now because she's technically
Wouldn't get
already
it now.
chosen her techniques.
Yes.
But she does get one more, but she can't use that advanced one because she has to not have any negative statuses. So she can use one of the other defend maneuver things. I think that'll just be retaliate. I think that just makes sense, and I think that's just reflected in the fiction of the disorienting, confusing movement as she sees that you've come with her, because she's used this before, so she sort of like slides onto the ship, whereas you stumble a little more. But as she sees that you've come with her, she just starts swinging and flailing her weapons, just ready for your attacks. So that's retaliate. All right, advance and attack. It's once again only NPCs that are advancing and attacking. So let's have Nuke go first, and he does his thing, you know. He does what he does best, which is shooting arrows.
Old reliable Nuke.
Old reliable Nuke.
Doesn't he have a Shushu? Couldn't he like paralyze Palrock?
Yeah.
Be really
You know,
Old
season 2,
reliable
I'll give him a
Nuke.
technique.
Oh,
Season 2, I'll give him a technique that reflects your Shushu. I just completely forgot about that. The Shushu is licking itself because it got hit by a blade, and the Shushu has really low pain tolerance. So once he gets hit once, he's out of combat.
It's got diabetes, so his blood sugar's low. It's gotta.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Diabetic Shushu.
Classic.
The Empty Moon Pirates use Overwhelm again, and so they spread out and strike every combatant within reach. Which would I mean, everything's sort of happening at the same time. So I think I'm going to say that this is still just Ling Hrong and Nuke at this point. This is while Wei and Palrock are on their way to the ferry. So Ling Hrong, Nuke, you can either mark 2 fatigue or 1 condition, your choice. I'm talking to Nuke as if he's a real person. 2 fatigue or 1 condition, Ling.
Okay, I'm marking another condition. Too afraid.
All right.
You're real close there, Nick.
I'm doing fine.
I established the crackling and popping of Geo-san's head, and now we hear the whoop as a massive hole is blown on the starboard side of the ship. The ship is sinking. Everyone on the ship is doomed. I'm just gonna say that.
Ooh, I love it. And since
it's a good thing we're not on there.
Yeah, right.
He was slipping out. Like, can I have Teto bring him in real close? Have Geo-san unleash his strike and then pull up, and as he slips out, I want his momentum to carry him over the ship and then onto the ferry.
I love it. I love it. And I think it more so just looks like it happens really fast. So more so just looks like you flinging him onto the ferry. And I think the momentum of his blast helps with that as well. But yeah, because he blasts the starboard side of the ship and I think it sort of sends you into like a barrel roll and you sort of just let go. And the momentum just carries him over, throwing him onto the ferry.
I guess good luck to me as well.
Godspeed.
All right. Evaders and observers.
Would you like to do it, Nick?
Sure. You guys, I'm gonna roll. Hopefully, I roll really good.
Yeah, me too.
I rolled pretty good. Got a 9.
All right. That's pretty
That
good.
means that I can't do refresh.
I'm sorry. Wait, or who wants to go first?
Oh, you know what? I did not roll a 9. I rolled a 4.
Oh, that's worse.
Wait, how?
I got one of these D6s. Okay, the 6 and the 1 is very ambiguous. There's like a star on one side that I was like, oh, maybe that's the 6. But then the other side is like a moon with a little cat.
See, so that's listen.
But I've been playing the moon and the cat as the 6, I think.
If you make dice, if you're listening to this and you make dice, stop putting a picture on both the 1 and the 6. Just choose one of them to put a picture on.
Please.
Yes, please.
Or if you need to do it, just also put a fucking number.
Put the number on there too. Yes.
Just right in the middle. You could have put a 1. It would have been fine. My life sucks. Moving on. I'm gonna shift towards restoration.
Yeah,
So
you can mark growth
amazing.
or a reconciliation because you missed.
Can we get a recap of Ling Hurung's character sheet?
Yeah. Real quick, I have a +3 to restoration, -3 to reinvention. So my balance track is a little full. I have 4 fatigue marked and 4 conditions marked. I'm the healer, not the healed. Okay.
That's
Moving
a different playbook.
So I think Ling has kept up the sort of like mist veil on Wei, and this time instead of like just like trying to like embolden him, right? No, yeah. Instead of trying to like heal him and resuscitate him to some extent, she is just trying to like bolster him, like make him feel like basically like a combat high on top of what he's got. So I'm trying to bolster Wei.
Bolster. Okay. Let's see here. Let's look at the
little line of cocaine just appears in front of him.
A little line of cocaine appears right away.
No, it just goes right in. Just goes right up.
Oh, yeah.
I think prepared makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can either clear prepared to take +1 to an appropriate roll or to avoid marking a condition, which could be useful, which could be very useful.
We're going to take that.
I'm going to hold on to that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to that one.
We like that a lot.
I love it. Which page do they talk about losing balance?
Hey, Danny, why the fuck did you ask that?
Yeah, why?
Sorry,
Excuse me. Excuse me, what the hell?
I'm just I just really want to know all. Here,
sometimes I just get curious about things at random times.
Hey, what if an NPC blows up your character? Does it say
all
that
right,
in the code?
Ling did her thing. Wei.
Yeah, Wei is gonna
Did you roll?
unmark fatigue. I did not roll yet.
Okay.
I am going to take a -1 to this because I'm impaired.
Okay.
That is a 8.
Okay. That's not the
So
worst.
I think this makes the most sense after we've landed already.
Okay. Yeah. I
on
mean,
the
yeah.
ferry.
That happened. Yeah.
And Wei, like, Palrock, look around you. Look at your men dying at your command. Clearly, my people have heard you. I don't know what we've done to you, But I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what's happened to you. And I promise you, if you let me in, I'll help make it right. But this has to stop, Powrock. Whatever happened to you, you're no better than whatever happened to you. Don't give in to the hate. I'm going to test her balance again.
Testing your balance. All right, so you mark a fatigue. You know that her principle is vengeance.
Yep. So I just shift her.
You shift her. So she shifts to +3, which takes her to the end of her balance track.
But not off the end.
Not off the end yet. She goes, "You sorely misunderstand me, kid. I'm not mad. My mind is clearer than it ever was before. I'm sure you've spoken to some of my men. Their motivations, I can guarantee, are not the same as mine. But they're a mere means." Sorry, Danny.
All the water in her lungs.
All the water in her lungs. Yeah, she's a water bender, not a water breather.
That's pretty
These
good.
men are a means, a tool to achieve what needs to be done. To stop another Zulu pass from ever happening again. You might have good intent now, kid. But those who are training you, those who are going to make you what you are, you're going to be just like them. So I have no anger. But I also have no qualms with killing you on the way as well. All right. You are all, and yeah, I think at that point too, Geosan thuds onto the ferry. You are all on the ferry. The last of the Empty Moon pirates, I think even some that are still on the ship are like swinging over to the ferry because the ship is going down at this point. And you know what? Just to add to it, let's say some things are on fire. Just fictionally though. It doesn't mechanically add any things, but there's fire around you. And it's raining. This is crazy.
I love it. What a finale.
And a massive face appears in the sky and it's angry. Just kidding. All right. Are you guys doing anything between exchanges?
I would like to try to do something in between exchanges.
I love it. Yeah,
I want to wait. I want to do something.
I love it. Sam, you gonna throw into this mix? You gonna do something?
Yeah, but I don't think mine was exciting. I was just gonna land on the ferry.
No, you can just do that and do something else. You don't. That doesn't need to take a whole thing.
So,
All right.
I think Ling heard that. I mean, they're on the boat. She heard that
Yeah.
exchange, and she just goes to. I don't know. I feel like Justin was going to do something.
I was going to respond to that as well too, and I feel like I've got.
I feel like Wei should have the first chance because you are literally talking to each other.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
do your
yeah.
thing first, and we'll see
Do
if
your
mine
thing.
works.
Wei will look at Powrock after saying this,
Mm-hmm.
and just for the drama of it, will point his pistol at her. Powrock, you are doing everything that Janju did. You are painting an entire group of people in one light. That is exactly what led Janju down that path and to hurt your friends, your brothers, your sisters, the mothers, the fathers, families, Palrock. And that is what you are doing to the Earth Sages. And then he will holster his gun and hold out his hand instead.
Oh my God.
If you stop this now, I promise I will help you hunt down every last corrupt Earth Sage, including my father. I've got the move promises.
Like it on the record that I'm really glad I let Justin go first.
Yeah, that's why I was like, please let me go first.
Promises. I am going to read that real quick. You are adept at receiving and giving promises. When someone makes a promise to do something to you, I think she promised to kill you.
Well, you can ignore that. You can ignore that. It's when you make a promise to someone.
When you make a promise to someone, roll with harmony. On a hit, they accept your promise but expect you to perform. On a 10 plus, they'll let you handle it, but check back in later. That's funny. Okay, let's just get that roll. Let's get that roll.
Okay,
roll with harmony.
I'm adding +1 to this.
Okay.
That is a 9.
9?
Can Ling aid? Because Ling was going to say something similar.
I mean, yeah. We have the one fatigue open to Mark.
I will say, this is just from a meta perspective. Having Palrock come with us on this mission sounds like a lot of fun.
I know.
A lot of juice in that story.
Yeah, you know what? Nick is saying it's fine. 9 is great.
I love it. So on a 10 plus, they'll let you handle it, but check back in later. On a 7 and 9, they'll try to go with you and ensure you follow through. So you promise to go with her to destroy.
I will help her hunt down every corrupt Earth Sage.
So that's not asking her to come on the mission with you. That's making a brand new mission to go and hunt down corrupt Earth Sages.
What do you mean? What?
Your mission is going to bring Mohan, Fong, and Ryu.
Oh, for sure. No. This is a complete change for Wei.
It's a different
way.
Yeah, he is both establishing a mission.
Yes.
And inviting her to it, essentially.
Yes.
Or inviting her to support it at the very least.
That.
This is a huge character moment for Wei.
She, I think, looks at you and is smiling at first, but then I think she looks into your eyes and her smile fades as she sees this seriousness in your statement. And she says, you're willing to kill men like your father. Not just men like your father. You're willing to kill your father.
We have to do this right, though, Palrock. We can't just indiscriminately target every Earth Sage. I've spent time with Fung. He cares about people. And Mohan and Ryo are there, too.
Ling is actually laughing and like just actually can't stop.
I think her eyes turn to see her ship that is now sinking in the water. And she turns back to you. She goes, if we're doing this, then we're doing it right now.
Leave my friends alone. We'll go now.
Okay, and Justin, stop me if you're not fine with any of this, but I think Palrock will swing and wrap her hair around your waist and fling both you and her into the water off the side of the ferry, leaving many of her men very confused.
Wait, just give you a ride.
And she does the same like wave. She does the same wave technique, but this time with Wei in tow. Just
so
soaring away.
Ling just like turns to all of
To
the pirates.
pirates.
So, truce? Your boss just kind of quit, I think. You guys didn't want a job?
Told to kill the outsiders. We're gonna kill the outsiders. They start wailing. They start wailing. Does it's actually very comical because Powerk is large. Powerk is a large woman. I've established this. So Powerk at this point now is holding Wei, not like a child, but like kind of like like with Spider-Man swinging, kind of like that.
Yeah. MJ, yeah.
Do you say anything to Powerk?
Can I turn around and see that the pirates are still about to fight?
I don't think we need another exchange.
Okay.
I think that this says that, and like the last little diddle of the combat sort of fades away as we see Powerrock on Wei just.
I mean,
surfing away.
I think you keep the camera on Ling and Teto.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I love it. I think the scene we see with Powerrock and Wei is just silence as this decision Wei has made. I don't even know if it settles in yet. This is such a split-second decision. It's gonna take some time, but I think the scene shifts as we're just in the aftermath, or the very end of the battle, rather. I think we see Nuke and his Shirshu chase off one less pirate as he just dives out into the water. The ferry is now very far away from not just the wreckage of Powerrock's ship, but the docks as well. The rest of the pirates have given up, jumped over the edge to swim back to the docks. You guys are left in the aftermath of this battle. I think there's some repairs to be done, but Nuke is able to help with that. The 3 actors that you hired are doing whatever they can.
Yeah, I was going to say Teto is like collecting the Earth Sage robes from the actors.
I love it.
He's talking to them. He's like, "Did you all like cower just like Rihu and Mohan usually do?"
Yeah. So no one told us what the heck was gonna happen.
Oh.
So yeah. So that was kind of completely unexpected, and I hope the pay reflects that.
Hey, you're not like part of like an actors guild, are you?
No, I was literally homeless.
Okay, good. Never unionize.
Okay.
Ling is not here, so that's probably good. She is on Powerrock's ship. You said it had started sinking. Was it sinking so? Yeah, was it sinking so quickly that in the time that it took us to finish up the rest of the pirates, it like finished sinking?
No, it's sinking due to the one hole, so it's sinking very slowly.
Okay.
So
Ling goes down. She starts like bending the water out of the ship and then freezes the hole shut.
Okay.
She makes her way back up to the top. Sees Teto talking to the actors. She's like, "All right, Teto, we've got a heading. So, Vic, we appreciate your services. Sorry for the damage to the ship, but I'm going to be real. We're a bunch of children, and we have no money to give you."
I mean, I've always only offered my services for free. That was the whole point of this ferry. But I only go to and from the Eastern Air Temple.
Yeah, an incredible man. You keep doing your thing. Niku, Gio-san, if you wanted to come on board, we've got a ship. This is ours now. So it's a little messed up.
Gio-san is sort of rubbing his shoulder after being flung onto the ship, and you see Nuke sort of like talking to him, like, "Come on," and Gio-san's like, and Nuke's like,
"Gio-san, get on the ship."
Okay. Nuke pulls him onto the Shirshu as they jump on to the ship.
Okay, Teto, whenever you're ready, you can let the the ferryman take the Acta's back to? I don't even know. Where did Wei find you? Where did Wei find?
Well, Wei found me on the street. Wei found her on a chair on the street, and Wei found him in his house. He's actually really rich. He's just doing this for fun.
Okay, can you pay the other two?
Me? Oh, okay.
Cool. Thank you. Tato, get up here.
I love it. And I think
They were
This
paid.
doesn't make-
Yeah.
well, now they're looking at that as like an upfront pay because they weren't expecting combat. I think also something that you do find in the ship as well is a handful of a crew. This crew seems to have been a little more loyal to the ship than the actual motivations of the ship. And it's a small handful of people. I want to say like 6 or 7 people. Who are like, hey, please don't kill us. We'll help you with the ship.
Hey, bosun. Fantastic. You, what's your name? You know what? I'm just gonna call you bosun.
That's crazy. That's my name.
All right.
My first and last name.
That really. Name's Bosun. Bosun.
Bo Sin.
Oh, wait. I'm saying boatswain, right? Like that's the position.
Yeah. My
What's
middle
your
name
job?
is Tsue.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You really picked the right profession for your name.
Yeah.
Moving
My
on.
father, his father before him. Yeah, we'll help you out.
Well, you need to get the carpenter on the actual hole in the hull. I froze
The carpenter
water.
died.
Right. We need
Yeah.
to get a new carpenter.
And I think we sort of the camera just pans as the rest of the crew is getting on this ship, making themselves known. Is there anything else you wanted to establish?
Yeah, I think the camera pans. It's sort of like coming down the length of the ship, right? And you're seeing like all the damage, and some of
Yeah.
these new NPCs are looking at it. Maybe Teto and Nuke and Gia-san are like on, visible on the top deck. But then when you get up to where the steering wheel is, you see like Ling sort of like hacking at it, and she pulls out. So you know how usually with like a big, why can't I think of the word?
Wheel?
Yeah. What was that? Anyways, with like an old like ship's wheel, you'd have like
Yeah.
a bunch of these like pegs all the way around.
Yeah.
She like hacks one out, and then she takes out the piece, the rudder piece from
I love it.
the smiling wolfish, and shoves it in there as like a new
Yeah.
peg.
That's cool.
And I think you see that the remaining crew, the very small handful of like 5 or 6 members of the crew, they've already started lowering the empty moon flag. To replace it with that whatever you might find appropriate in the future. But
We have not figured that out.
yes, we'll figure that out. But we sort of zoom out as we see the rest of the group, these friends, new and old, climbing onto the ship. Sans a Wei, because Wei is on a new adventure, and sans a Mei. No Mei, no Wei, no Ray. But we got a new K. And we cut. And we open back up on a new scene. A scene of a vast plain of tall silver grass as far as the eye can see in every direction. And the camera is just zooming through this grass. But we slow to a halt as we are met with an indentation in the grass as we zoom in and are met with a very familiar face. Our old friend, Haru. lying there with their eyes closed. You see Haru open their eyes and jolt awake as they stand up, gathering their unfamiliar surroundings. Haru instinctually holds his hands out to feel the strange silvery grass surrounding them. The grass blows as if caught in the wind, but Haru feels no breeze. Haru looks up to see a pitch black sky, but somehow the land before them is lit enough to fully take in their surroundings. Even miles away, Haru can see, albeit the only thing to see is that of this beautiful, shimmering grass surrounding them. Suddenly, they feel their form forcefully yanked across this vast landscape at impossible speeds. Just being zipped back and forth, to and fro, in this seemingly endless plain of grass when they finally make a sudden stop at the foot of a tall cliff. Haru finds themselves frozen as they stare into a large hole that had been opened up in the cliff wall. A tunnel of pitch darkness. In the tunnel's depths, a great glowing eyeball stares back at them. The spirit reveals more of itself as the eye floats out of the tunnel. The size of a wagon wheel, it glows with a sickly, luminescent tinge of green. A web of pulsing veins embedded with human teeth grips it tightly from behind, giving the sphere an angry appearance, as if it would burst under its own pressure at any moment. The camera pans to see only the stunned face of Haru as the green glow washes upon the earthbender's own face as the spirit inches even closer to them, as Haru lets out a sharp gasp and we cut to black.
Hey, Danny, what the fuck, man?
This fella glowworm.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
So
I
back
mean,
to my original question.
I mean, I had a feeling that Power Rock would be all about taken care of by the end of this season, so we gotta establish something else, right?
Why did it have to be something else?
Wow, guys, that was fun. That was lots of fun. That was, I think that entire session, that entire finale was basically exchanges, but I think you all did a fantastic job at making it flow. And also just Avatar Legends is just good.
And so did you, Dan. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
You
Wow,
did great.
What a season, you know? Here we are.
what a season, and I'm so glad to come back to a second season. I'm super excited.
The new year.
The new year. I think that being said, I think it sounds like we're just gonna be taking a break, right? Until the new season. We're still gonna have obviously the Forge and Tales of Izura.
Yep.
But we're gonna take a little bit of a break until we get started back up again come the new year. Probably around January is when we'll kick off season 2. Yeah.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat. You guys are
It's going fast.
pirates now.
Man, those will immediately become pirates.
Do what's great. You guys have how many months do you think about your growth and advancement questions?
Yeah, because we definitely won't just forget
And
to
I
think about
still
that.
wait to think about it until the last day. Absolutely.
Honestly, I love it. But do what's great though? We record these episodes and we can go back and listen to them.
It's true.
It's true.
So there we go.
That's nice.
There we go. All right, then that's all I had for the folks back home. Keep listening to us. Join our Discord. Support us in any way you can. Justin, you got anything for the folks back home?
Just keep being you. You know?
Yeah.
Don't let your light dim.
Don't change unless you're a bad person.
Unless you're just a really terrible person, then maybe think about changing and being a better
Maybe
person.
change a little bit. Maybe
There are a
change little
couple of those out there.
How about we just say grow, right?
bit. Yes, grow.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
change, grow.
Yeah.
Grow.
Grow. And also grow baby steps. That's okay.
Yeah.
You have to grow a lot.
Progress isn't linear.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later, cat gators.
I'm on a boat.